So this story starts some months ago when I was at one of my friend's house. It was winter, it was raining outside, and we were having a party in her apartment, sorry. And we were dancing, having some beers. And so I started feeling hungry. So I suggested, should we order something through Glovo? And she was like, no, I don't want to order through Glovo. And I was like, but why don't you want to do that? And she answered me back saying that she didn't want to use an application that doesn't treat their employees fairly. And that's why she didn't want to download it. I am Bárbara Posada, and this story that I just told you, put on my alarm when we were presented with the different challenges at the beginning of this boot camp, because I thought that improved conditions for couriers was a real opportunity, not only for the couriers themselves that could be benefit from it, but also to the perception that people have over Glovo's brand. In this presentation, I'm going to guide you through the different techniques that I've learned in this bootcamp, all of them framed inside the design thinking approach, and how using that we can get to a better solution, that could mitigate the conditions for people for couriers working for Glovo. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to understand better the problem statement. Maybe my friend was the only one worried about the couriers conditions. So I digged in a little bit, and I found this socioeconomic impact report done by Glovo in 2021, in which you could read that one of the bigger gaps that Glovo needs to work on is couriers' health and safety. Most stakeholders consider this as an important matter and one of the aspects for which the company needs to improve its performance. Okay, so I got the validation that Glovo was worried about it, but what about the couriers themselves? So what I did was ask 25 different people, 20 of them through an online survey, in a Google form survey that I published in a Facebook group, and 5 of them outside one of Barcelona's malls, just to get this face-to-face feedback. The first aspect that I wanted to understand was related with demographics. These were the main insights that I got from them. 75% of people do not know how long they will continue working for Glovo. 15% of them are planning to leave as soon as they find a better job, which I honestly believe that this was going to go higher. 70% have Glovo as their only job, and 65% have been working as couriers between 6 months and 2 years. The main insight that I got from this demographic data was that people work from Glovo longer than I was initially expecting. On the other hand, another aspect that I wanted to know, and I asked them 2 main questions, which were, what is the thing that you like the most about working for Glovo, and what is the thing that you like the least? I mapped all the feedback into a value proposition canvas, and these were the insights that are the most important insights, and also the insights that were most repeated along these 25 people that I've interviewed. If you see, there are future gains such as I would like to have more predictability of what I'm going to earn. I would like to get some economic help with fixing my bike or scooters. And related with pains, some of the pains were low income for accounts that have been just created. It's only worth working in high demand time slots, otherwise you don't get paid enough. And there's not enough income if you work as a full-time job. I have to pay freelance taxes. I have summarized all of this feedback into this sentence here, which is most of the pain points and future gains that I've heard are related with incomes and expenses. So this means we have an opportunity there that couriers have shared with me. So The main pain point is that couriers are not happy with their earnings and their expenses. I use the opportunity solution tree to map at the top that possible opportunity, and beneath that you can see the different pain points that I've collected. I've decided just to select the opportunities that I could actually provide some value for, that are actionable by me or by a potential digital solution. And I brainstorm some ideas related with one of the different pain points. No matter how crazy they were, I brainstormed some of them related with each one. Because resources are unlimited and time is also unlimited, I had to select a solution to continue working on. So I've used one technique that we've learned during this bootcamp, the ICE technique, and I mapped 3 different aspects for each one of the solutions, which is impact, how much is this solution gonna help me solve the main problem, certainty, in this case, is this solution being shared by the people that I've interviewed, and do I really think this solution will help the main problem, will help solve the main problem, and effort. For the effort, I had in mind several aspects, such as, is this going to require initial investment by Glovo? Is this going to require Glovo to implement features in an application? And is this going to require Glovo to integrate with third parties? With all of those aspects in mind, I ranked impact, certainty, and effort from 1 to 5, and I made the calculation of impact plus certainty divided by effort, and the solution that ranked the highest one was offer couriers specific discounts in workshops for them in order to help them fix their e-scooters and bikes. So, okay, based on my prioritization, this was like a good solution to pursue. But before committing to it, I wanted to make sure that couriers found this solution helpful. So what I did was to create a landing page in order to validate the solution. I created this landing page that you see on the left with MailChimp, in where I explained what is the value, the value proposition for them. What will they earn by using this new feature that will potentially be coming later in the platform, and how they can make use of that. I launched this page in a Facebook group specifically for couriers working in Barcelona, and I got 9 clicks of people potentially, 32 people actually interested in that actually click on the URL, and 9 people actually providing their email address and pressing on the I'm interested button. So this gives a near 15% conversion rate of the landing page, which in my experiment definition, I put that I would move on with the solution if we had a 10% conversion rate. So we got a pretty decent number to move on. So, okay, couriers were in theory interested about the solution. So I would continue developing it. And I would start by the MVP, the minimum viable product, in which I'm going to explain more or less how it will work. The idea is that Glovo will need to partner with a minimum, because we're doing the minimum viable product, a minimum set of workshops in a win-win relationship, because Glovo will send customers to those workshops, and the workshops will need to give these potential customers discounts instead. These workshops and their related discounts will be published in a specific section inside the Glovo for Couriers application, the one that they use in their day-to-day work. And the couriers will be able to filter workshops in a map and redeem the discounts showing a QR. Transforming this idea into wireframes, you can see on the left an actual screenshots from the Couriers application. This is the map that they use when they have to bring orders from one place to another. And I have added one button here at the top right If they experience any problem with their vehicle, they can click on it. They will be redirected to a map in which they will see the workshops with discounts nearby. They could filter whether they are using a bike or an e-scooter or a motorbike. Even if Glovo has this information beforehand, this filter can come selected by default, and they could select on the different workshops to see their names, what is the discount that they're currently offering, until when they are offering that discount, and some other information. If they pressed on redeem discount, they would get a QR with the code of the discount itself and some instructions of how to redeem that once they go into the workshop. That for the MVP. Once this goes to production to be consumed by customers, the idea is to have because the main idea of this product is to improve the satisfaction that couriers have with Glovo. The North Star metric of this feature would be the Net Promoter Score of the couriers actually using the feature, which means redeeming at least one discount versus the rest of the couriers. And this would be like a metric that we will need to measure throughout all the time that this feature is alive. A possible roadmap for this would be to launch the MVP as soon as possible, like I said, with a minimum set of workshops, and start measuring the adoption of the feature. By adoption, I mean how many people are, the percentage of users that are redeeming discounts by month, and see if that increases throughout time. If that increases, a second wave would be to add more workshops. So people like couriers have more options to select from, and also improve the usability of the feature by having the ability of seeing the workshop in a list and have more filters. If this goes well, if this KPI that I've established here goes up, we would add the ability for the workshops to self-publish offers. This way, we remove the part of hard coding them, and we can allow for more flexibility. The KPI related with this feature would be to measure if the number of offers published by month goes up. And then other features that I could think of was, for example, have the ability for couriers to rate workshops, to rate if they had a good or a bad service, and allow them to filter by rating. This will also empower workshops to provide a better service to couriers. A possible KPI for this would be to measure how many discounts are redeemed versus the rating per workshop, to see if there's a correlation between the best workshops are getting more customers. Lately in 2023, another functionality more for workshops would be kind of a statistics section for them to consult how many customers have brought in by Glovo. So they see the benefit in this feature, and they start pushing for publishing more discounts or commenting about the feature to other workshops, so the adoption, the overall adoption increases. So yeah, with the roadmap of this feature, I'm finishing my presentation. And now, if you have any questions.